Hi, and welcome to the very first episode of Unwind TV. We're at Galway's Forge Studios with the lovely Moon's House Studios who are filming. And basically what's going to happen is we're going to chat to some lovely musicians here on this comfy couch. And they're going to play us 3 songs. And we'll do this every second week and every fourth week of the month. And you're going to send us a bunch of questions and we're going to ask it to the cool musicians that are joining us. The very first musician today is Katie O'Connor, one of Galway's most beautiful voices and souls, and she's going to start us off with her very first song, which is which?
Mirrors.
Mirrors.
Day by day, I hear them calling me away. So beautiful. If I could give you it all, you know I would. But there are mirrors in each corner of my mind, asking questions of thoughts inside, making judgments on the things I do. They are mirrors keeping me from you, keeping me from you. And in the night, that's when they come alive. Behind my eyes, my fingers bleed for some sense of relief. Till morning comes, oh, when will you come home? When will you come? 'Cause there are mirrors in each corner of my mind, asking questions of thoughts inside, making judgments on the things I do. They are mirrors keeping me from you, keeping me from you, keeping me from. And time is running out, I'm tired of running. And time is running out, I'm tired of running. And time is running out, I'm tired of running. Just wanna settle down, find a lover and live. Just find a lover and live. Oh, I find a lover and live. But there are mirrors in each corner of my mind, asking questions of thoughts I hide, holding grudges for mistakes I have made. They are mirrors I'll carry to my grave. There are mirrors in each corner of my mind, in each corner of my mind, oh, in each corner of my.
Come join me over here, Katie. The couch.
Okay.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for joining us.
Lovely to be here.
Very
Really, really cool.
That was beautiful.
Thanks very, very much.
I've listened to your album Fuel for Dreaming in countless amount of times, and then I always get a sense of just a wow factor that I walk out onto the street and there you are playing the songs.
Yeah,
Galway is great for that kind of vibe where you know your idols are on the street. we got a question sent in, and it's asking us, how did that album come to life? Can you enlighten us?
Yeah, well, I suppose what kind of kicked it off altogether, I had some songs here and there, but no kind of real plan to make anything new. Because I had my Love CD, and I thought that, that's probably the best thing I'll ever do, and so I shouldn't really try any harder, just in case, I failed. But what happened was, a friend of mine, Agatha, I didn't know her at the time, but she had been listening to my music, and she was living in Dublin and had seen me on Grafton Street, and she moved back to America. And while she was there, she decided to this crazy idea. She sent me an email, and she said, for my birthday, I'd love to do something nice for somebody else. So if you'd like, I can organize a show over here in New York and pay for your flights there and back, and maybe put you up in a hotel or whatever. Something kind of cheap, because it's New York. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. This is crazy. And but then I said, I'll do it, because it was somebody trying to do something kind for me and for my music and that. So I thought it would be a really cool experience, and to meet her as well, So so I messaged back that I would, and I said, there's no need to put me up in a hotel, because my grandparents live quite close to New York. So she was like, oh, cool, where do they live? And I mentioned the town, and she actually lives like 5 minutes away from them. So it's a really small world.
Class.
But anyway, when she brought me over, I was just really inspired then by what can be done. Like what if you want to do something for someone, she just made it happen, So it inspired me once I came back then to Ireland to get my butt in gear and put the songs together. And so that's one of the reasons why I got it together. And I think the last song, or one of the songs on the album, was Common Thread, which was kind of around the time of Donald Trump and all this stuff. He was getting voted in. So that was another reason why I thought Fuel for Dreaming is something that should be out there. It's encouraging and inspiring and connected. I think, it kind of helps us to realize that we're all pushing for something good.
Human connection, positivity. It's beautiful. We got a question sent in from Joycey, and Joycey is asking where your favourite place to tour is and why.
Okay, my favourite place to tour. Everywhere I've gone I really like so far. I just got back from Portugal, and that was a really cool experience as well. I suppose it's really nice to travel in Germany, because they're very, very helpful to me, because I'm not very good at organising things. So usually my friend Katja or a friend of mine, Krista, they'll organise everything, so that I just have to literally get on a plane and show up. But I have a lot of friends in Germany that organise shows, and they're a really receptive audience as well. They're very quiet, like you literally could hear a pin drop in the room when I'm playing, and they're very encouraging, and afterwards they want to talk and get to know me. And so I really do like Germany. I suppose it's the one I know the best.
Fair.
But everywhere I go, I've met lovely people. So.
And I guess in terms of touring and the album, there was another question, and it just asks, what can we expect from you in the next year?
Okay, so that's a good question. What can I expect from myself? I have some new songs, because I'm inspired at the moment. Sometimes, I suppose it's like every artist, you go through a quiet spell, or like a mental block, and sometimes it all starts to flow freely. So right now I'm in that stage. So hopefully in the next year or so, I'll get started anyway on recording a new album. It might not be out until 2020 or 2021. We'll see. But I'd also like to work with other women in music, and maybe a drummer and a bassist and maybe a saxophone player, and kind of fill out the Katie O'Connor songs I already have. See what they sound like with other energy there. So
amazing. Can't wait for that. Well, Katie's going to sing another song for us.
I am.
And it's called All For You.
Yeah, cool. So I'll just make sure I am in tune real quickly. It's only one string, so it should be fine. Okay.
with the way, oh, I with the way, I with the way, I with the way, oh, I with the way, I with the way, I with the way, oh, I with the way, I with the way, I with the way, oh, I with the way, I with the way. I'd be lying if I told you I'm trying hard. I'd be lying if I told you I believe. With my heart and my mind, they are divided. Something in me that I just can't seem to shake. If all love is from you, all love is from I with the way, oh, I with the way, I with the way, all love is from you. All love is from I with the way, oh, I with the way, I with the way. And I'd be lying if I told you I'll fall in line. I'd be lying if I told you I'll concede. No, when every human has a hunger to belong, and every lover has the right and will to dream. If all love is from you, all love is from I with the way, oh, I with the way, I with the way. All love is from you. Oh, all love is from I with the way, oh, I with the way, I with the way. All love is from I with the way, oh, I with the way, I with the way. All love is from I with the way, oh, I with the way, I with the way. All love is from you. If all love is from you. With one lifetime, one love song, one chance to shed a little light. What is right is simply to love, and I keep my eyes on your heart too. One lifetime, one love song, one chance to shed a little light. What is right is simply to love, and I keep my eyes on your heart tonight.
So hop over here again.
You know what I think is amazing is how you can be both so happy and sad at the same moment when you listen to your voice and your lyrics. Which kind of leads me on to the next question, and that is, what is your idea of perfect happiness?
Perfect happiness. That's a really good question. I like that. I suppose I think happiness itself is kind of something that comes and goes. So I don't think it's something that you can have for forever. Like if you found it, I think it's embracing the highs and lows of life. And I found that I'm most happy or most like secure in myself and calm and connected when I'm looking out for what I'm grateful for. Like what is even when things are bad, I think you can always see what's good, or who you have around you that's good, or even little moments that you might have had with strangers that have made your day a little bit nicer than you know. So it's the little things that you can be grateful for. I think that gives you happiness, and I suppose a freedom to express yourself, and a space to be seen for who you are, and where your vulnerabilities are embraced. I suppose that's what I've been very, very fortunate to find that space, and to be to be able to see the little things, and I have so many things to be grateful for in my life, you know. So So yeah, so I think that's what, for me, that's what perfect happiness is. And obviously you have bad days, or you have times where you start to feel a little unsteady in yourself. That's just being human, you know. I think I'd much rather feel that than to feel numb, or
Yeah, to be seen and to be authentic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. The next question was sent in from Erin. Hi, Erin. And she's asking what it's like to be a female artist in the industry.
That's a funny one, because I am in the industry, I suppose, in a certain way, but I'm also outside of it. I don't, I guess I don't have the same experience of the industry as other musicians that are going into it. Like my space and stage for the most part is the street, you know, and my interactions are mostly with my listeners, like in like, you know, one-to-one, like physical. So so when it comes to the industry, I haven't had to, I imagine it's much more difficult, because it does seem like a male arena for the most part. But I've been very free to do my own thing, you know, like if I want to play, then I play. If, I suppose maybe sometimes it's gone over my head that I'm a woman maybe asking for a gig and not getting a response, but I'm sure men and women have their own challenges when it comes to that.
But I guess that's down to you as well. Like, probably being a busker and playing on the street is something that's quite important to you, right?
Yeah,
to maintain that.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd like to keep that side of my music really strong. I wouldn't like to sacrifice that for a bigger stage or a bigger notoriety within the industry.
You're so wholesome.
I'd like to stay that way, you know. So that's my plan,
Great.
you know. Until I can't carry my busking gear and stuff, but maybe then I'll get a roadie, you know.
A charming assistant.
Yeah.
Very quickly, top 3 songs on your playlist.
Oh, sugar. Okay. Top 3 songs on my playlist.
Don't overthink it. Just
Okay,
whatever you listen to the most.
Well, I listen to a lot of Annie DeFranco. She's my number one singer-songwriter, like, idol. I just love her stuff, especially her older stuff. What else? So Bouquet. This Bouquet is one of the songs I really like. But all of the old stuff. What else? Top 3 songs. I'm so bad at questions.
Something upbeat.
Something upbeat. Okay.
Yeah, something you like to shake to.
Michael Kiwanuka, Love and Hate. I really like that song. And what else? Stephen Sharp, Work. There we go.
Amazing. I'll sneak in one of my own questions, if I can, very quickly. What is the significance of color blue in your life? Because you have a very specific...
I've been asked that before, and I was like, oh, I guess I do have a little bit of a color pattern going on here. And I don't know, I was always just drawn to blue, and maybe it's, I grew up near the ocean, maybe it calms me down. And also, I suppose recently, because I used to always think of blue as a sad color, you know, like it's to be blue is to be glum and sad. But and I used to be, you know, and I suppose with music was my therapy. You know, it was really nice to be able to play a song, get it heard, and for people to say, I know how you feel, or you know, thank you for sharing and thank you for being vulnerable. So that sadness kind of left after a while, and I feel a lot more joy in my life. But I think a candle, when it's the hottest, it burns blue. So maybe, you know, it's sad, but it's also blue, like, you know, the phoenix or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
And also you're an Aquarius, right? So
I am Aquarius,
yeah.
So it could have something to do with that too.
Maybe it's your aura color.
Yeah, I think so. Because I haven't, like, once I tried blue, I didn't try any other colors, you know. So. Yeah. So yeah. So maybe.
Very cool. Yeah. And the last song you're going to play for us is a new one, right? It's an exclusive.
And it's an exclusive presentation of this song. First time.
What's it called?
It's called In My Days. So,
thank you.
Now, I'll quickly make sure I'm in tune again.
La da 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 da. La da 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 da. a syllable or synonym can match your smile, let alone the grace and glory of your style and mind. You amaze me, captivate me. Now all I want is to caress your skin. Won't you just give me the go ahead to jump right in? Oh, appease me, yeah. That's what I need. The way you look into my eyes, the way you hold me in the morning, the way you love me like you do. I know nothing lasts forever, but you kinda got me thinking maybe we could get the better of the room. Me and you, babe. Won't you stay in my days? Won't you stay, babe, yeah, in my days? La dum, la da 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 dum, la da 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 dum, la dum, yeah. La dum, yeah. So bring your body in and hold me close. Can't pick a part of you I love the most. But don't let that bother you, you'll soon see why. When you just move to your rhythm, letting time decide. When you look into my eyes, the way you hold me in the morning, the way you love me like you do. I know nothing lasts forever, but you kinda got me thinking maybe we could get the better of the room. The way you look into my eyes, the way you hold me in the morning, the way you love me like you do. I know nothing lasts forever, but you kinda got me thinking maybe we could get the better of the room. Me and you, babe. Won't you stay in my days? Won't you stay, babe, in my days? Won't you stay in my days, in my days, in my days? Won't you stay, babe, in my days? La dum, la da 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 dum, la da 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 dum, la dum, yeah. La dum, yeah.
Oh. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Do you know what? It's almost not fair. Like, you meet these people who are like talented and beautiful, and then you're like, well, they're bound to have a horrible personality. But alas.
You've proved yourself correct.
Well, that set the tone beautifully, actually, for our last round of questions, which is more, we really unwind in this section.
Yeah.
Very good.
There we go now.
So, yeah, first question. What makes your knees weak?
My knee's weak. Mm-hmm. Okay, like as in like...
Romantically.
Oh, okay.
It charms you.
Well, there was one time actually that I was busking and I got asked to play one of my songs called Let's Get Married while he was going to propose, Declan and Leslie Ann, and I got to go to their wedding. It was great. But he asked me to sing the song while he was proposing, and to see her watching me, and then for when she looked at him and he was on his knee, and it was just so beautiful. And thankfully I was sitting, because I think my knees would have got weak and I would have dropped down, because it was just such a lovely moment to be in, you know.
Yeah.
So So that's something that would have made my. I'm actually really cheesy. Like I love and I love, you know, affection and sweetness. You know. So,
Yeah.
which is kind of funny because some people think that I would be tough, but I'm happily, you know, openly soft. You know, big
Adorable.
Softly, so yeah.
Next question. What's your favorite smell?
My favorite smell. I love the smell of cut grass in the summertime or in the spring. I love the smell of smoky coal from a fire.
Nice.
What else do I love? The smell of the ocean, the salt. It's nature smells. I think I really like. I'm like a dog, kind of like a pup. I'd happily just go around sniffing things.
Amazing.
Not in a weird way though. You can let it down.
Sniffing butts. Cool. And the last question. Favorite thing to do on a Friday evening / night,
Right.
and then Saturday during the day.
Okay. So this would be obviously a build up to going to John Conneely on a Sunday. So I have to take it easy on a Friday. So I'd probably maybe go to the Secret Garden and play a game of Scrabble.
Yeah.
And maybe if there was some music in the background, that would be nice. And then the next day I'd like to busk. Obviously on a Saturday, it's lovely to be out where the action is. So,
Yeah.
so that's probably what I'd do if it was, good weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like date night vibes.
Oh, date night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. It's been a while since I was on a date. I think a warm brownie is always a nice addition to a date. So probably go to Rouge and a couple of glasses of wine and a brownie and a cheese board or something like that. That would be, the vibes I'd. Something
Beautiful.
easy, nothing crazy.
Have you a question that you'd hope somebody would ask you
Um,
in interviews and in life?
let me see. I think that the one about happiness was I really liked
Good one?
answering that one.
Yeah. Beautiful.
It's nice to be asked like questions about what you create your purpose to be in life, or what you find purpose in, and what way to go through the world. I like to talk about that with other people and stuff like that. So.
Beautiful.
The things that matter sometimes, because sometimes I hate talking about myself. Not hate talking about myself, but I don't think I'm all that interesting as just one person. I think it's more of a bigger story that we're all creating,
Yeah.
So I'm just a little piece of it,
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Katie, for revealing
Thank you,
yourself and sharing your art. And we'll be back in 2 weeks with Jacob Koopman. If you could send us a bunch of questions within a week's time, that would be amazing. Please like and share this video so we can hopefully keep making more of these and have more interesting people over. And thank you very much to the Moonsail Studios and hi Lakshika and Manolo for doing a great job over there. And thank you to The Forge, and we'll be back and see you soon.